disputed again. We're going to keep that boxing going. I'm on the winning streak. But I got days. Did a lot of life for you. So come on through. But not in it. Just buy it. Woo! Come on. Hey. Yes. It's my off day. Thank God. We got through it. We worked through it. I got through the challenge. I am victorious. I made it just like I thought I would. Just like I knew I would. Now we can close the chapter in that book of Shawishi and move on to the next. The samurai. Ha ha. Gavalized. Galatize. And star. I got days. Yeah, beautifully. Get about a rhyme for you. Come on through. Samurai.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is go time. My name is Todd Grisham.
Gavalize.
Alongside me, Johnny Nelson.
Hi, Todd. Nice to be here with you.
It's time for our tale
Representing
of the
Watts. We got an LA native in the house.
And has a reach
Yeah, I grew up in LA, but specific spots: Linwood, Compton, Inglewood, high school, Cerritos, Norwalk area, Cerritos College, Cerritos area, Lakewood area. Yeah, man. But my first apartment was in Watts, right off of Century and McKinley, next to that park with that big ass swimming pool. And respect, man. Respect Watts. Rose my children there for like 3 years before I got my house. Beautiful, beautiful city. Despite all the bullshit and crime, but I stayed away from that. It's still a good life in Compton and Linwood and Watts and Inglewood. All the goods.
From Flushing, Queens, New York.
From Flushing, Queens, Martin Lawrence.
Here is the WBC
Martin Lawrence. How y'all feeling? Martin.
The blue corner from Victorville, California. Here is the exciting boxing sensation, King Rock.
All the talking has been done. It's time to start doing the walking.
Todd, you know when you've got two fighters there that really believe they're going to win, really want to get
Martin Lawrence.
Under the bright lights here.
As long as I ain't fighting Tommy Hearns. As long as I ain't fighting Tommy Hearns. Man, when he walked out with that big old head helmet on, eyes swollen. Oh, that was funny. Me and my sisters were still taping that with VHS back then. VHS, yo.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. One punch could change everything in this battle. The crowd here cannot wait. They've been buzzing all day long, and finally, we're about to get it on. It's so hot.
so heated. There's a roof on here. You don't understand it. When you're working, when the noise is there, the pressure's on, you're thirsty, you're sweating, and you're getting under. You're on the wrong side of a beating. This can be a hellfire on earth.
Good counter punching. Have to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Score. He misses with that straight left. Insane action. Well done with that downer shot. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Kelly in that last round. He is down
figure it out.
on the score.
I'm gonna figure it out.
Every minute of this fight is important. Every second, every minute of this round is important.
Yes, I like that round.
Here we go for round two. After that last round, something has got to change.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
This slugger has a unique mentality, doesn't he, Johnny? He just wants to win by knockout. He says if we go to the scorecards, it's a failure for me.
How you deal with a slugger, you've got to use brain over brawn. Ball in a match zone, pop, jab, move. Get them angry.
A lot of effort being exerted here. They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. You gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Got out of the way that right hook. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Misses with the straight left. Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Kelly in that last round.
Barn burner. It's a
Winning
great
the
fight.
scorecard's gonna need a knockout.
Back and forth, forth, back.
Good
Bang,
work. Now,
bang,
sit.
bang.
Breathe, just get your breath back.
We'll start gathering your pace.
There's the bell to start round three. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Those counter punches have to hurt. Perfect counter lands. Nope, that hook won't score. This is some of the best action I've seen in any round, anywhere this year. Counter shot lands. about that time counter shot? Is he going to punch himself out, though? That left hook just missed. That hook is parried away. Big shots from both of these fighters. Got to be careful, though. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about Kelly in that last round. And a round that seemed like an eternity for them finally comes to a close.
Wow, it was like two different
It was an eternity.
About that round, great work. I love that. I love that. That jab slipped. Just keep in mind about that round. It was a bad round, but we don't care. Go out there.
Here we go to the fourth round. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Well, you know with featherweights, the hands are going to be flying. A lot of punch output.
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
And he scores with the counter. It's all offense all the time. His stamina is off the charts. What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Nice counter shot. One punch could change anything when these two step in the ring. Beautiful counter punch. In the early rounds of a fight, you'll see two boxers feel each other out, test each other's power, and I think this boxer has decided I can walk through anything that lands.
Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when he catches.
Nice counter. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Kelly in that last round. And a round that seemed like eternity for them finally comes to a close.
Get your mind back on the jab.
Time for the fifth round. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs are gone. He knows your legs not cleared. Be sharp.
Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. He needs to be careful not to punch himself out. That one lands. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate this? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Good defense there to stop that hook. Perfect counter shot. Got him there. Nice counter. Can't find a home with that jab. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Kelly in that last round. Now you start wondering how much work these two fighters did in the gym.
There's a lot on the line here.
Come on, you let him back into the fight. Okay, I'm happy. I like that round. We worked. It's the same again. Come on, switch on. Get your boxing back together and put it. I don't want you to.
There's the bell for round 6. How much is left in their tank after last round?
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, dressed right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
And Kevin Kelly has to go down. You can see
Yeah.
here on the replay a perfect body shot, and he dropped like a loose suit.
Where did that come from? What?
Well, they're back up, Johnny, but now what do they do to get back into this fight?
What resilience to be down and to be back up again, to get yourself back into fight again, to show your fitness and determination. Maximum respect.
How about that impact? Let's see that again in slow motion.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come from?
Weeble wobble, weeble wobble, weeble wobble. Weeble wobble, weeble wobble, weeble wobble. Hell yeah, you knocked out. Hell yes, you knocked out. Hell yes, you knocked out. Hell yeah. Weeble wobble, weeble wobble, weeble wobble. Weeble wobble, weeble wobble.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Give me your ball.
Weeble wobble, weeble wobble, weeble wobble.
So they're back on their feet, but let's see how much they have left in the tank.
Hard, he's off. I'll be surprised if he makes it back to the corner. And if he does, will he get back up on the stool again? That was a shot.
Punch, counter punch. Missing with the hook. I want to think of holding on here for a minute. So final 10 seconds of the round, and he is looking really sharp. Let's talk about Kelly in that last round. They say no one knows a fighter better than their trainer, and this trainer is certainly considering maybe throwing in the towel after their fighter got dropped twice.
There's always a way back. Don't ever round anybody off.
Go back and win the round, right? It's only one round that you've lost, don't worry. Great round. You were thinking, you were smart, you weren't loading up, you don't want to lose this fight, do you? Come on, you've let him back into this, you're better than this kid. Go back out there and win the round. Get back behind your jab basics, just get your rhythm back.
There's the bell to start round 7. Something has got to change after 2 knockdowns in the last round.
2 knockdowns, and you're coming back from that. That's near on impossible, because your head must be all over the place. Your legs will feel like jelly. What can they tell you in the corner? All they can do is wake you up. They can't even go into game plan.
Energy and endurance are not an issue for this fighter who continues to be aggressive as the rounds wear on.
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be, having second thoughts in the ring.
What heart, what desire.
Nice straight.
Wondered how good his chin was, but no one's chin standing up to that shot.
I've got to see that again.
Round.
Not many people would have predicted it, but we've got a knockout victory.
Accuracy, power, punch, perfect. That must hurt.
Come on, fool.
Big eyes looking like skies and binoculars. Two nights life singing by the opera house, but not in it. Just by it, someone alongside it. A long silence. A strong, vibrant, meditative song of guidance designed to raise eyelids sublime and save the assignments with warm regards and age kindness for today's climate. In the vein of gang violence meets the gang's demises in it. Bangs, rises like wings on a plane, plus a pilot who can fly into the eye. Hurricane, Irish stylish. Same shoe in different sizes with evidences of the mileage and the growth. Top hats and coats, tuxedos and throats where the bow ties post. Folks look past the lower class blower of the notes and tell unspoke jokes as they approach what she'll never be inside. But she holds. Really need. Very beautifully, very rated. Little battle rise for you. Little battle ride. Really need. Very beautifully, a little rated. What's up? Little battle rise for you. So come on through. The unamplified, fantasized land of the soon-to-be fans of the samurai. Smile wide, got the panorama camera vibe. If you analyze, she's a one-woman gala, glamorized, just without the glamour or the gala ties. Man, I'm more alive with the jazz guys, eating piano pies at the Vanguard. She's an artist and staff. A couple dollars in the band job as a half a turkey Sam, organic and it's hand carved and ours. If you ask for a piece, freshly laugh for singing jazz in the streets, and the staff asked for police. Crashed at a friend's flat for a week. Felt his home as a raft on the beach. Lit a fag, took a drag, took a tea. Read a book, took a bath, went to sleep. Really need, you know what I'm saying? Very beautifully, very beautifully. Little battle raps for you. Little battle rap for you. Really need. Very beautifully, very beautifully. Little battle raps for you. Little battle rap. I like to welcome everybody out. Yeah. To the samurai. To the samurai.
Another done. All day and just what have I become? No chance, I'm still what they waiting for. No brain on stage, been here before. Hold on too much, gotta let it go. No pain, no matter if it ain't involved. No call, no show, I ain't really gone. Too late to say I was dead wrong. Filling out the way for that info. Feel lost, but I know that we close. Speed down my lane on the road. Feel like I've been time be fun. I think my aim just begun. Another one last time, please, yo. Now I ain't live to please, y'all. Ain't got no plans to be through. With this whole thing to see through. And I ain't trying to be cool. Nah, I'm just trying to be true. But all I do is see blue. At least the 10 in my room. Feel like it's trying to consume. But I'm just days to refuse. Or maybe make it out soon. I assume that my doom ain't the worst of the guess what my purpose is. Start my verse, then I fall when the curtain ends. When the curtain ends, yeah, it's just back to pretend. Yeah, it's just back in the bins. Yeah, it's just back in my ends. Off in the back where I blend. Off in the back where I... Yeah, it's just back to pretend. Yeah, it's just back in the bins. Yeah, it's just back in my ends. Off in the back where I... Just got another one. Just got another one. Just got another one. Another one, another one, another one. Another one, another one, another one. Another one, another one, another one. Another one. Another one. Another one down.
Yeah, that hate, the grind, the sweat, the blood, the time, my motivation. I work too hard, too long, and not be in the conversation. My team been up, way up, ain't nothing less than domination. I got the game and safe with lock and key and combination. Keep it gold and high sight, don't focus on what's hindsight. Sleeping on me, tell them night, night, it's my time in a bright light. Don't ever band, no mind, and keep it pushing, don't ever give them a sound. They gon' let me when you shining, but they wanna talk about you when you down. Motivation, all that hating that they doing, motivation. Staying winning, nothing less, ain't no consolation. Used to tell me that I couldn't, that's my motivation. Yeah, my motivation, motivation. All this money on my mind, that's my motivation. You be talking, but you not up in the conversation. They all wanting me to stop, that's my motivation. Yeah, my motivation. Yeah, bad time that I came through and I got one for the boy. Hey, now I'm finna ball out, step back, shoot for the score. Hey, if I had a penny for everyone doubted me, I'll make $1 million a month off a salary. Picture me rolling, go look at the gallery. I've been eating now, look at the calories. No, I've been out up on the road, trying to make it to my goals. Had a lot of friends in the past when I quit on me, had a fold. I remember being told, son, don't ever say it's sold. For the girls, for the cars, for the fame, for the riches, for the gold. Yeah, I've been chasing material things, I've been chasing my dreams. Stay close to the team, I don't ever need no reason to leave. Heard the birds in the trees, telling me it is a breeze. As you can see, I do it with ease, wanna make it to believe. Bad time that I came through and I got one for the boy. Hey, now I'm finna ball out, step back, shoot for the score. Hey, one time for the one time, I'll rebound, I reround. In the meantime, I stack up, this win my reward. Motivation, all that hating that they doing, motivation. Staying winning, nothing less, ain't no consolation. Used to tell me that I couldn't, that's my motivation. Yeah, my motivation. Motivation, all this money on my mind, that's my motivation. You be talking, but you not up in the conversation. They all wanting me to stop, that's my motivation. My castle of sand, waiting on a battle, so a handle all in my hand. The war force is mortal with my door with demands, more important than the fortune that you poured in my pan. From freestyling to recording advance, can you please reinforce all my borders and bands? I should've put it towards some plans. Want a forest, gotta water some plants. Normally ignoring the branch is par for the course, but when you hold a culture you can't parkour over a part. You gotta march forth over your art and for your fans. When you corner, gotta shorten your stance. Lessen your tails, Philly shell, don't orbit a dance. You hit a bell, then report to the band and do whatever that the chorus commands. And for the grand, talented all along. Think we're fortresses made of stone. We're just palaces made out of flesh. matching the cards. If ever challenge, let us camp in the car. Or hang a hammock from a branch in the park. A planet made of uninhabited parts. Being anonymous don't grant you some dark. Even astronomers keep a camera on Mars. Satellites to track where you are and see you black as night, attack it with sparks. Fireworks are not a match for a star, and fire hurts, burns, blackens, and scars. Can still emerge, learned, attractive, and charred from out the ashes of galactic barrage. Yeah, it gets savage where they traffic mirage. It ain't no magic day in back of its secret hatches and frauds. You gotta take it back to the start. You gotta tap and learn to rap from the heart. Yeah, yeah. Talented all along. Think with fortresses made of stone. We're just palaces made out of flesh and bone. Waiting for our time.
Welcome to Kingdom Arena, the home to some of the biggest fights in recent history, and we're going to see another one right here, right now. Alongside me, former world champion Johnny Nelson.
The pleasure's always mine, my...
It's Eric El Terrible Morales. He defeated 15... Opie Price. This young fighter won gold at the 2018 European Youth Championships and looks like a future contender for sure.
They have waited for this fight for so long, John. This is ridiculous.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from Tijuana, Baja California, Mexico, here is the renowned 4-division champion of the world, introducing Eric El Terrible Morales. Fighting out of the blue corner, the first boxer from Great Britain to win gold at the Youth Olympic Games. From Leeds, England, the southpaw contender and international super bantamweight champion, Opie Price.
What a pleasure to be in this unique environment. Every seat has been taken for tonight's match.
I love this arena. I dream of places like this. I dream of fights like this. I dream of atmospheres like this. But it could only happen here.
Thousands of fans here in attendance tonight, but when the bell rings, there will only be 2 that we're talking about. And there's the bell to start round 1. So much for boxing. This is a fight. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. How about that time counter shot? Is he going to punch himself out, though? Good counter punch. And that will do it. What a
No
victory.
way.
You could see it in their eyes. They saw that punch coming, and there was nothing they could...
It's over. Damn, Opie.
It happened.
Damn,
You saw
dude.
it here live. A knockout win.
He always getting knocked out
Knockout
one
victory.
punch.
That's not a knockout.
Golly.